Okay, so this, oh god, it's not flattering, is it? This is what I get every morning. Say hello, Ace. Can you hear that purring? Yeah, so every morning, somewhere between, I don't know, can be anything from about 4:30 till about 7ish. Him or Shadow sit on there, and then they both lean over and just poke my face until I get up. Thinking he's been fed. I don't think he's been downstairs and seen it yet, but the food is already down for him. Because your brother already did this about 2 hours ago. Yes, he did. Let's see if I can get him to do this. Ace. Yeah. You know. Don't be a little shit just because the camera's on. Hey. Ace. Yeah. You're a good boy. Yes. Now, trying to catch some thunder or lightning. It's quite a nice storm. Let's see what we get. Or if my dinner arrives first. That's a car. Also a car. That's the people over the road who've replaced their little green plastic pretend flowers with pink ones. That's a van from the post office. Those green flowers, bobbing things, are how I judge the wind. If they're rocking around like a blooming rocking around thing, then, ooh, actual thunder, boom. I bet you didn't hear it, did you, over the fucking cars? Come on, it's a big one, it's a big one. I'd just like to point out that technically Wales is still in the full lockdown. But the last 2 weeks it's just like people have stopped. They've just gone, no, fuck you, we did 12 weeks, cock off. I'm hearing like vague rumblings. I'm fairly certain the phone's probably not picking them up over under the bloody traffic. The minute I press stop, you know it.
Food's ready.
Oh, food's ready, bugger. Not even joking. Probably less than a second after I hit stop, the loudest crash of thunder I've heard all day. I don't know if that last clip just got, because as I was reaching to hit the stop button, there was a flash of lightning. Ooh. Don't know if you heard that next to the Tic Tacs and the police siren. Also, fair play to the boyfriend. If I do you burgers, you get the bun, you get the burger, you might get the slice of cheese, and I'll offer you a sauce to go in it. He does burgers, there's salad, there's coleslaw. There's out of focus. Go on. Can you actually? Chips. This is why he does the cooking. Ooh, more thunder. Boom. Gods are angry. Hay fever is driving me nuts today. It's fine. And then I don't know, an hour and a half ago or so, just out of nowhere. It's gone bonkers. So I've just been to Asda to get a different ingredient because for ages I've only had... I don't know what it's called. Tetrazine. It's a C and an H, two-word thing, right? And it never works as well for me as these, loratadines. Loratadines work much better, but I haven't seen them in ages. I thought they'd stop making them. So I'm like, thank fuck. So there's a queue. They're letting only a certain amount of people in at the time. They make you sanitize your hands before you go in. Good stuff. Well done, Asda. And then once you're in there, there's nobody enforcing arrows on the floor. So there's most people just wandering and meandering. I was desperately trying not to have a sneezing fit, thinking, I know it's hay fever, because I can feel it, right? My back of my mouth goes dry. It's all in my throat. It's basically, this is really unpleasant. It's all like gunky snot right at the top of your nose, back of your throat where that meets. It's like, but it all feels really dry. So your throat feels dry, the top roof of your mouth feels dry. Anyone who suffers from hay fever will recognise this. And there's people just wandering everywhere. So I'm trying not to sneeze because I'm thinking it's going to look really bad right now. I might get thrown out the store. And then I just thought, okay, there's all these people wandering the wrong way. I'm like going up the wrong aisle to come back down the one I actually need. And there's other people just not bothering and then just walking right towards me. So there was one point, a family of two people. I'm going to sound really judgmental. I'm going to be really judgmental. I don't care. They looked as thick as they ended up being. Wandering towards me, having a row. Possibly the brain cell had been left at home because they have to share it, clearly. And it's also a very strong chance that their parents are related. And they've got like 3 kids. And I had a sneezing fit. And I just thought, bugger this, they're walking towards me the wrong way. They shouldn't be coming towards me. Not gonna bother. So I kind of sneezed into my arm a little bit, but it was kind of going everywhere. I haven't got sleeves on or anything. And I sneezed 4 or 5 times in a row, and they kept coming towards me. So I just stayed in the middle of the aisle, plunked my feet, and they didn't flinch. They didn't bat an eyelid. They just kept on walking, even without the COVID pandemic. If there was somebody continually sneezing in front of me, I'd kind of back off a little bit. So I'm starting to think what they should do is make all of these restrictions optional. So like, you can choose to work from home, you can choose to not go out, you can choose to shield or whatever it happens to be, with absolutely no consequences, because that is the right thing to do. But make it voluntary, so we can just kill off all the fucking stupid people. Because Jesus Christ, if these 3 months have taught me anything, is that 30% of our race don't even deserve to bastard survive. Okay, some things kicking off around here. A police wagon, like the minibus, cameras over there, minibus style things, has just been hiding in there and shot out around the corner. The helicopter, I can see it. The helicopter's up probably Pentra, where Treorchy starts, kind of way. It's been circling the whole time I've been on the approach. But as I came through Ponty, now bear in mind that's 20 minutes back behind me. Probably about 7 or 8 miles back, for those who don't know the area. I'd been to Sainsbury's and put fuel in the car, so I'd have to bother tomorrow morning and put air in the tyres because the light was on, even though as it turned out they were all fine apart from one which was actually 2 points over. I was nearly run off the road as I tried to come off the roundabout by 5 police cars steaming off the A470. They must have been doing about 60 as they went around the corner. 4 marked, 1 unmarked, full on sirens, everything blaring, beating their horns to get people out of the way. And then as I got to the other end of Ponty, and we had to pull over for another one unmarked that came steaming by, he had the full blues and twos, and he had an air horn going to try and get people out of the way. So bearing in mind, they've then come all the way up here and gone further up, and have probably come from Cardiff to have come off the A470. That's got to be something fairly major, isn't it? To require a total of 6 cars from a long way off not the local law enforcement, and the helicopter. I don't think it will let me just change camera, will it? No, it will. Because the helicopter is there, look. It probably looks like a fly. So yeah, okay. Whew. So I wonder what the drama is. The hottest day of the year so far. It's 30 degrees. It's absolutely roasting. I'm in Tenby, which is one of the, if not the main destination on the South Wales coast. And it's empty. Tenby should be rammed, but of course it isn't. I've got Tenby to myself for 45 minutes or something. It should be rammed with people. These shops should all be open. The beach should be packed. There's me and this lady, and that's it. There was a decorator coming out. There's a seagull. I'm working from home on a computer today, so I'll go back in 2 hours. Yeah. Can't lie. If I wasn't working, I'd love to go down there. Oh, buggy. Who? Oh, this is so relaxing. There's nobody here. And I'm guessing these people are all local, or within the 5 miles, I'm sure. Actually, the amount of people that live within 5 miles of here, I'm surprised there isn't slightly more people. I hope Sainsbury's is open. If not, someone did have chips. I shouldn't have chips. But you know, chips by the sea. Oh, that's got to be done, surely. Just listening to the sea. It's like ASMR. I think people like to hear you scratching yogurt pot lids. I don't know. I don't really get it until I stand here and just listen to the sea, and I think I could just chill and drift off and be in my own little head. 4 hours. Like 4 hours, not 4 hours. Like, you know. I think days of this weather and seeing this street this empty must be so few and far between. I sort of feel like I'm really lucky I'm getting to experience this. You know, I've said all the way through this. This is history we're living through. This will be remembered. This will be taught about in school. They don't teach history in schools anymore, do they? But this is exceptional. I found the open chip shop and it's my favourite one. It's the one I always come to. So they've got a little queue, you go in, order, you come out. They've got a covering there and they deliver your food, and then salt and vinegar is over there. Do you know, I've been banging on about the weight I've put on already. Get these to Sainsbury's, Robinson, get thee to Sainsbury's. No, there she is, sat in her nest. I can hear noises, I don't think it's her though. I think she might have little chicks under there.
So windy.
Well, if she's not seasick, lover. That's a zoom, as far as it will zoom in.